Welcome back once again to the channel. Now we are going to draw this crane hook in 2D. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, so we need to pay a bit more attention to it, but it's not that difficult. So let's get the dimensions clear and then we start moving. Now before we start, we will make sure we have our center line, this line and this line, drawn up before. Now you see there is a distance 5 millimeters from this to this place, okay, and another one from here to here. Now these ones are for the circles. If you see this here, this is the center of this circle with radius 30, and this is the center for this circle to 35, and this is the center point for this circle too. Okay, so these 3 points are for the circles, and if you check, there is another distance from here as this center to this center is 10, also for this circle. Okay, so that one also help us to draw all the things here. And now if you come here, you can see the distance from this place to this line is also 36. Okay, so let's start from this place by drawing our center line. So we open our AutoCAD. Let's take our line command, just draw any line for reference and draw a line again. Let's pick from the center. Okay, alright, so we are going to offset this line 5 millimeters twice. Okay, so let's pick the offset command, then specify distance. Let's enter 5. Now pick this line. I have to zoom out, click here, pick the line again, click here. Okay, so these lines are for these circles. Okay, now let's also offset this line up 36. That one will help us to draw this one. So let's pick the offset again, enter the distance of 36. Now pick this and move up. Okay, now let's offset this one also 32, this line 32 to our left. So pick offset, let's take the command again, offset, and then enter 32 for your distance. Now pick this line and then offset it here. Correct. Okay, so now that we are having our lines well demarcated to their various places, let's start with the circle. So I'll draw this inner circle first with radius 15. So you pick your center radius, click the center here, the radius is 15, so that is our first circle. Now the second circle is here, radius 35, so pick center radius, come here 35. Okay, then pick the last one, which is 30 from here, so center 30. Okay, so now we are having our 3 circles all well drawn. Now see the work is plenty, the lines are very plenty. So what we are going to do is we will focus on one aspect. So let's focus on this side. After we are done from here, then we move to the next one. So this is our 10. We will draw a circle of radius 3, okay, at the meeting point of. So if you check, okay, it seems the offset for the 10 didn't come, so we have to do it again. Let's pick offset this line, the dimension is 10. Let's pick from here and move up 10. Okay, so we will draw a circle here, that is this circle with radius 3. Okay, so pick center radius, click here, the radius is 3. Okay, now from here there's an arc here with radius 20, so we can use fillet and then enter the radius of 20, pick this and this. Okay, and it will be done. Now see, there's another one here, 38. It goes through this circle of 15, 38. So this one actually. So for that one, we will use tan radius. So use tan radius. Click this circle. Click this circle. The radius is 38. So you enter 38. Okay. So now you see we have this part. So let's trim the unwanted lines so that the work will be neat. Clear this one. So okay, we don't need this line again. Let's trim here. Okay. I think we've made a mistake by trimming this one. We're not supposed to trim that, so let's trim here and trim here. Now delete this line. You can trim these lines from there so that it won't be too much for you. Okay, so let's continue from this place. Take some few minutes to trim. Alright, so you can see this side is almost done. Let's trim this one as well. Okay, now let's leave it and then continue from this place. So you can trim here, you can trim this one. You don't need these lines again. Trim this one and leave the center line. This is the main center line, so let's leave that one. Trim this one as well. Okay, trim this. In fact, let's delete this one. Okay, all right, so let's leave it as it is and continue with the rest. Now we are done with this part, so let's come to the top here. Now you see this is 36 from here to here. Okay, so there is an arc here. Let's focus on this side. If you check, you will see there is an arc here, and this one is touching this radius of 30. So this is the 30 line, this one. Let me clear this line from there. Okay, this is the 30 line and this is a 36. So from here to this side is a 36 and it's starting from here. So what I'm going to do is let me place this line so that you not get confused. I am going to draw a line of length. This is, if you check the whole length of this line is 24. Okay, so I'll draw a line of length 20 and the radius here will be the 4. So let me just draw a line of 20. Now I'm going to move this line from here up 36. So select the line, move. Now shift right click, select from now this place, the center, and then enter a distance of 36. Okay, see, sorry, let's do it again. Select the line, move down, shift right click, and then select from, then click from here, then enter a distance of 36. So 36. Seems it's misbehaving. Okay, let me use this one. So copy this one and then move it up. Let's copy this one and then let's move it up 36. Okay, good. Now let's measure to see. It's supposed to be 20, so let's measure to see. If it's not 20, then we can, it's 31, so let's make it 20. Let me delete it and then, so 10, move it to the center. Okay, now measure and see. It's 21. It's supposed to be 20, so let's bring it inside 1.93. Okay, so let's see the measurements now. It's 20. Okay, so now that is 20, let's make sure it's in the center. Good. Now we have our 36. Now look at it, there's an offset here 4. So now that we have this, now let's offset this one up. You see it's 4, so select this one, offset, enter a distance of 4. See, it goes up. Now this one also, you can draw it somewhere and then bring it here, but let's just do it this way. And then now let's use the fillet to close the ends. Select fillet again, close the ends. Okay, so you can see, if you take a measurement from this line to this line, you can see it's 24, what we want. So what you have to make sure is the line is supposed to be 20. Okay, you can draw this one somewhere and then copy it and bring it here. The line is supposed to be 20, and the distance from this midpoint to this first line is 36. That's the most important thing. Okay, so let's continue from here. Now you can see, let's finish this part. So now we have this one. Okay, now let's come to this place where we have this radius of 7. So if you check, let's measure the radius to be sure. Let's measure this radius to see if it's a 30 line. The radius, leave this one. Okay, this is a 30. Okay, so what we are going to do, this one is supposed to fall on this 30 line. So it's a circle. So go to tan radius, click here, enter a radius of 7. Alright, it's not going. So what we are going to do is, let's draw a line. Pick a line, start from this place, just bring it down like this. Now select the tan radius, click here, click the line, enter the 7. See, it will pick, and then trim the unwanted parts. Okay, so let's delete this one. Let's trim here. Okay, so you can see we can even get away with this one. Trim. Okay, and let's leave this one. So remaining, let's come here. Now with this place, it's a little bit tricky. There is a circle here, the midpoint is 4. Okay, see the gap here, 4 from this side, the radius is 4. So the circle is touching this quadrant here. So I'll pick a line, and then from the center of this, I'll just draw a line, something like this, and just leave it. Now I'll pick, see this arc, so I can draw a circle. Let me draw a circle here, center radius. Or if you like, you can decide not to use the line and use a circle. You can also pick the 2-point circle. Okay, and then you start from this place, you come down. I think the radius is 4, so enter 4. Okay, and then this arc radius is 22. Okay, so tan radius, you pick from here and pick from this side, and you enter 22 as radius. You can see. Now let's trim. So you trim the unwanted parts you don't need. Okay, let's trim this side. Okay, let's trim this one. You can delete this one, trim here. make sure you trim all the unwanted lines. Trim this side. Let's delete these 3 lines here. Trim this one. Okay. Alright, so now you can see it's remaining the top. Alright, it's remaining the top. Now this thing that's, let's check, see this line. So we are going to offset, if you check the distance 16, you are going to offset the center line 8 here and 8 here. So pick the line, offset, enter a distance of 8, come here, click this one, 8. Okay, and I think the length is of the height is also 15. So you offset this line, offset, or you can copy, enter a distance of 15 is up. Okay, so from here let's trim this side. Now you see there's another gap here, 2 times 45. The angle formed is 45 and the distance is 2. So we can offset this one again, offset 2. Okay, now let's draw a line. Click your line command, click from here. Now press tab, enter an angle. Now from this one, remember AutoCAD read angle from, it goes anti-clockwise. Okay, so we are going to add the 45 to our 90 degrees. Okay, so if we add if you should add a 45 plus 90, we are going to get 135. Okay, so from here just press your tab key, it's already there, so enter 135. It's going to give you the angle of 45. Now if you should measure, let's measure and see here. Let me draw a straight line here, some straight line, or you can even measure from here and here. You can see the angle is 45. That is from this place. Okay, so this is what you want. Now let's trim here, and now you're going to offset this line. So click here, mirror, sorry, you're going to mirror it, mirror, select the midpoint and then select no. Okay, now you can trim these excess lines from there. Good. And also let's trim here. Okay, you can even go away with this. This is a center line. Let's delete it. Alright, so you can see our work is nice and neatly done. As let's trim, there's a line here, let's trim it. So if you check closely, our work is neatly done as is required of us. Now don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more projects and tutorials like this. Now we are going to dimension the work. Okay, so let's start to create a layer. I always like to create a layer for my dimensions so that they will be on a different separate layer. So I'll change the color to, let me say, this, and then I'll change the line width as well. Let me change the line width to 0.25. okay, and close it. So we'll start from, let's start from linear, and you pick from here to the top here, no, it's a down rather. So click here, the center to the down here, see it's 36. Let's make our layer active. Okay, so from this to this side is 36. Okay, from here to here, it didn't pick wall, so let's make sure you select the right place. If not, it's 4. Press enter again. Now let's check it from the center to this place. So the center from here to this end point here. Okay, so you see this circle is supposed to be 4, not 2. This one. So there's a problem here that we need to solve. I think we made it 2, so let's do it again. Select 2 points, click here. Let's make our default 2 points, click here, and the radius is supposed to be 4. Now this is diameter, so it's supposed to be 8. Okay, the radius is 4, so diameter is supposed to be 8. So this is the actual thing that you're supposed to get, not this one. So let me delete this one and this as well. Now take your tan radius, click here and click here, enter a distance of I think 22. Alright, let's trim this side, and let's delete this one. Okay, so let's continue with our dimension from here to here. It's now 4, so make this active, make this active. Now continue from here to this side. See, it's 4 now, it's now 4. Okay, and also let's from this to this 24, so linear from end point to this end point 24, then from this place to this place 16, as you can see. Okay, then the height from here to this side is 15. It's also showing 15. Okay, now let's deal with this radius here, 7. So pick the radius 7, and this one also 4. Radius again for this side 22. Let's go up. Radius for this section is 30. For this one 15, and then for this one is 35. Also this 3, 38, 20. Okay, so the distance from the vertical distance, let's choose linear, from this point to this point is 10. See, and then if you check this point to the center is 32, so linear again here, the center is 32. Yeah, I think that is all. That's all for the dimension. Everything is well dimension. You can also even dimension the angle here, so choose angular and then dimension from here to this side, so that it will be known as 45. Okay, so please, this is the work. Thank you for watching, and also if you have any question, leave it in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video as well. See you in my next tutorial.